our flag, like an Indian flag, is very valuable. It's only a piece of cloth. No, it's in your heart. It's something more for you. You can't forget anyone who wants to attack your country. Maybe you forget anyone who may harm you, but not to attack all your countries. They want to cancel all our identity. They want us to take our dignity and give us like a slave. Really, when they replaced this flag with that green flag with 3 stars that represent the French occupation, we can, as a Syrian, understand this is not revolution. We all want reform. We all want democracy in our country, and really we were enjoying the democracy. No one can say that we don't have democracy. For 13 years we were enjoying peaceful. Your wife, your mother, your sister can go outside 3 a.m., 4 a.m. alone. Nobody will ask her, where are you going? I'm now in Syria. Suppose you are in India, you can't go outside of your street to other street after 4 a.m. or 2 a.m. morning or afternoon. So no one is longer. This flag, they replaced it by an occupation flag that was taken by Syria in 1932. This flag is the Syrian flag, the national Syrian flag, and I've seen that now for internet, all of them, they are trying to replace it by anyone. Maybe he cheated for the first time, he doesn't know what is the Syrian flag. The Syrian flag, this 1 star, green star, and this other one, green star. This is a symbol for Syria and this is a symbol for Egypt. This is the flag of unity. And this flag was taken by the Arab Revolution after independence from the Ottoman occupation. So how I can understand this revolution is going to achieve democracy and reform for all the Syrian, and they started by changing the flag, and they wanted to change the national anthem for Syria. What kind of revolution? It is what kind of revolution that is supported by Qatar, funded by America, Israeli? You know that Syrian rebellions, when they are wanted, they are going to Israel to be healed. Israel is our enemy, openly. How Syrian people who are fighting and the government and saying that we are going to liberate the occupied country. They want to liberate us from what? Really, we can't understand what. From what? And we are not slaves. We become slaves when those people came to this country and linked their decision and linked everything to America and became slave for America. They get their salaries from Saudi, they get their salaries from America, and finally Turkey gives them the rights, gives them the hospitals. No country in the world, they are blaming the Syrian government that is responsible about the chemical use. No country in the world. We have borders with 5 countries. Our border with Turkey 200 kilometers. Our border with Iraq 800 kilometers. Our border with Jordan 600 kilometers. Our border with Palestine is 200 kilometers. And our border with Lebanon, we are circling Lebanon. So how we can prevent arms to come to Syria? How we can protect ourselves if we don't have a strong army in like national unity? Syrian Arab army is a greedy army. Creed. We know the creed that is not looking for money. When you look for a soldier, he received $300 per month, and now it is only $100 because our currency collapsed. You know that? And the other soldier who is fighting with the terrorists receive openly money. Just go and fight, kill the Syrian soldier, and you will be the president. You will be the minister. You will be given. You will be even the mufti. Some of them that saying that you will be the mufti and you will be the sheikh. You will be Sharia and you will control the country. And finally, what's that? We as Syrian and all Muslims know that we teach it all the world what's the real meaning of Islam. They assassinated Al-Bouti. Al-Bouti is the Sheikh of Islam. He have hundreds of books. They go to mosque and killed him inside the mosque with 20 or 40 of his students. So no difference between those who fund chemical weapons and those who send terrorist gangs and bomb inside the civilians. Suppose now we are sitting here, some stupid guy come from outside and bomb himself inside just to prevent us to say something. This is really what's happening in Syria. If you don't agree with me, then you are my enemy. This new kind of democracy that America wants to teach for third world country people. For Syria, we have parliament since 8 years. It is one of the oldest parliaments, not only in the Arab world, in the world. And some countries like Gulf, that was founded in 1973, or like Saudi, that won independence, I don't know when, maybe 40 years ago, they came and they tried to give us lessons in democracy. And they try to teach us how to handle and to behave with the others. Really something make you unable to understand and respect yourself because those people are trying to teach you something. Start with yourself, then move to me. Start with yourself. Teach your people how to allow women to drive a car. Finally, you ask, it's good for India. I know many Indian drivers are working in Gulf, but finally, really, but this really you can't understand many things that what's going in the Arab. But finally, we said it's a very big conspiracy. Pray for us. Thank you for maybe I take a long time. Sorry for that, but I wish that we are finally humankind. Our duty to stand beside others, to support others. Say loudly, maybe by Facebook, YouTube, and everything you can announce. There is now there is a campaign just for sending message to Congress members. Just you can say no, we don't want war. It's simple things that you can participate in it. It's not difficult for anyone, I guess. And life, as we say, one time ups and downs. Since America is behaving stupidly, we can't expect everything. Maybe tomorrow we say Pakistan go and fight with India. Nobody knows. I wish something not happen, no harm will happen to India because really I have very good experience here. And finally, thank you for listening for me and sorry for taking this.